What is going What is
Hi.
going on, everybody? It is your boy, Being Big here, and today we are back at it again with
With
two
two
boys
boys
suck
suck
Narutoes.
Narutoes.
Yes,
Shippuden.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shippuden? Shippuden?
Shippuden. Even though there's no distinction manga-wise, but oh well.
It's like saying Two
Um,
Piece, bro.
basically.
What if the anime was called One Piece 2 after the Marineford arc?
One Piece 2. That would be funny. I don't know why they decided to do that. It's kind of weird, but
I don't know. They did it for
whatever.
Dragon Ball. They did it for Naruto.
Yeah.
They didn't do it for Bleach, but I assume the new Bleach is gonna have a subtitle probably. Other than that, or
Probably.
we're just gonna call it Bleach 2022, whenever it comes out.
Yeah. Could be. Who knows?
Who knows? But all I do know is
Today.
we're starting the war.
The war has started.
Toby's
What
like,
does he say?
the war has begun. Hold on.
Oh, no. What does Toby
We're
say?
professional.
Uh, uh, yeah, he says something like that.
Something like that.
The war has begun.
I don't even have the picture.
Me neither.
I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I thought I did. Wait,
Same.
I do. Let's go. The war begins.
The war begins.
I can't. I don't sound like him. I don't know how that man talks like that. That man.
I can't do it.
That man's voice actor's built different
The
English
war
dub.
begins.
The war begins. Kidding.
The war begins.
It's just as I expected.
So low. Such a deep
I
voice.
have notes this time.
Yo, you have notes. I forgot. A first.
Not a first. A
I
second.
Yeah. But when was the last time? Like One Piece?
No, the Black Clover video.
The Black. Right, it wasn't even a main series. Oh
It's just
boy.
questions on a paper, though.
No. God. We're so professional, guys.
Oh yeah, that's why I got this beautiful image in the background of the video. We'll talk about this guy later, but just know that he's absolutely constructed. Absolutely constructed differently.
Oh, God.
I do have
What
notes
image?
though. But yeah, we start the first year Ninja War. Fuck, dude, we're so close, but yet so fucking far away because there's so much shit that happened.
Oh my God, we're stalling because there's just so much to cover in this arc.
I'm gonna skip so much of the beginning part, not even the front. Because what even happens? What's the first thing that happens?
The first thing that happens.
We've already sort of talked about the divisions, kind of. We didn't talk about who was in what, but it doesn't matter. It's 5 factions within the Allied Shinobi forces.
Yeah, kind of split into 5 divisions. It kind of just launches right into it. Like,
It starts
Toby
off.
just kind of launches all the Zetsus.
It starts off very war-y. Like, we have maps and shit, and they're like, oh, we need to take the first choke point of the battle. Is this part on the map, and both sides want to take this point because this point you always want to take the first point when you in the beginning of a war, so you sort of turn the tide in your favor. Doesn't it get like less war-y politically? I feel like as it goes along.
Yeah. It's barely a war. It's basically the Shinobi Alliance versus the Akatsuki.
Yeah.
What's left of the Akatsuki.
It takes place over. We're covering 2 days of it today.
Only 2 days, which God, there's so much going on in these 2 days. Yeah, it's barely a war. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of Zetsus that we got revealed last time.
There's 100,000 Zetsus and 80,000 Shinobi allies.
Yep. Which I'm like, I don't know what I don't know how strong your average white Zetsu is, but I don't know.
But
I
like
don't know.
one Naruto can take out like 1,000 Zetsus, so
Yeah, so I don't know. It feels kind of
it
but that's for
feels.
the
To
resurrections
be
coming.
honest with you, the Zetsus and the regular Shinobis don't fucking matter.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
It's fucking Naruto, Toby, Kabuto, and all the like big names that Kabuto resurrected. Like,
Yeah, it's all the named characters versus all the resurrected characters. Like, what was Toby's plan without Kabuto,
I
bro?
don't
Like,
know what the fuck Toby was gonna do, and I know like he had this whole thing planned out, so he already was gonna have Orochimaru do it or something, because he had like. No, I guess he didn't have the resurrection planned out, because he was gonna
uh,
use
yeah,
Renegon Rebirth later. Spoilers, kind of.
yeah, he has the Renegon, so he could use like the rebirth thing that they have, but then he wouldn't have been able to control them, and they all would have just jumped his ass. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I,
know what his plan
I don't know
was.
what it. He does have 8 tails, like 8 of them, 7 of them,
Seven of them, yeah.
plus some extra shit. That's bullshit. We'll talk
Yeah,
about later.
he was the ghetto statue, yeah. Um,
And that's like, yeah, okay, but like, I don't know. I don't know what Toby would think. It doesn't.
yeah, I don't know.
It sort
That's
of just conveniently worked out for him because Kabuto was there.
mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, I
Yeah,
feel like he
pretty
would have
much.
lost.
Oh yeah, no, quickly.
Like he's strong, but like
Yeah, yeah, no,
not
like
five
he's
Kage plus Naruto plus B plus Guy and Kakashi strong. Like,
yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. Especially with with Naruto having like some of the Nine Tails power at this
hmm
point.
and he
Yeah, Toby's
didn't
getting
predict
clapped.
that.
Yeah,
So
no, no. I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
but whatever. Let's get into the first battle. The first battle, I don't even fucking remember it all that much. Sasori and Deidara show up, and the division that's taken out is Konkuro's group. Um,
Yeah.
and
Which puppet battle, but I don't know. There's not a lot of puppets in this fight.
it really isn't. Even like Granny shows up later, and she doesn't even use really puppets.
Yeah, Granny shows up for like a panel, which is kind of weird. Like a few panels. She never really gets to go all out.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of this arc is just there's so many characters that it's hard to give every
he
character
has
a
so
chance
many
to shine
characters, dude.
because he literally just resurrected like
Everybody.
every.
But I mean, yeah, this battle could be chopped down to Sasori fights Kankuro, and then like Kankuro overpowers him, and Sasori's like, "Damn, you a real one," and then he passes on.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's just like he literally is just like, damn, I'm a head out.
Damn, you're kind of a good puppy.
and then
And
and
then
then they're like,
Deidara's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
you're like what? And then they're like, all right, we can beat the Edo Tensei by fulfilling their
This
like
like
their
fulfilling their
unfinished business or
soul,
something like that.
like.
Yeah, uh, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Um, and then they captured Deidara. Pretty sure, like pretty not
He's
long after.
captured for like 50 chapters. He's just chilling in that fucking
And that seal
that seal for like
for
50
like
chapters
the
where
whole
he's like,
time.
I'm gonna blow up, bitch. And
I'm gonna
Conqueror's
blow
like,
up. I swear to God.
and Conqueror's like, bro, I already know you
Don't
can't blow
tempt
up.
me.
Stop capping.
It's so funny.
Fucking, and no matter what Daidara is doing, he's getting cucked.
Yeah, no. He gets captured in this first confrontation.
And then yeah, he's just in that shit forever.
Yeah, it's like damn.
That's basically. Oh well, okay. Sai met his brother, and they sort of had a little moment as well,
Mm.
where he saw his book that he finished
So
the drawing in.
he's like, he didn't finish the drawing, but like he saw the book, and then afterwards, Sai's like, damn, I'm gonna finish the book or
Damn, that's
something
my
like that.
brother right there. And then
That's my brother.
I don't know what happens to his brother. I think his brother passes on to you or something. I don't
Yeah, yeah, no,
remember.
he's like, damn, it's good to see that
He's good.
you're okay,
I
Sai.
love you.
I love
Goodbye.
he's just.
This is such a weird first battle, but at least we got some cool side panels, which I was happy about.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, no, Sai got a cool ass panel. The one where he's just like, just try it. And he's just like, this is like
Oh,
a full.
I screenshotted this picture of Deidara. Deidara goes, "You are garbage. You are not good enough to replace Sasuke." And in my notes, I put all of Naruto's fan base's thoughts in this moment.
Literally. Even the author's thoughts, bro. This man, this man just goes back to Sasuke instead of focusing on Morosai,
I
man.
wish we got more of Sai. I like Sai.
I know. I wish like he got to do more. Like we barely seen him do anything.
Even
He
yeah,
gets
even in the war, he hasn't done
it,
shit.
like he gets to use some of his
Bird
some of his
art
yeah
jutsus. Like he's got like sufficient enough jutsu to help in a war distance
yeah
wise.
yeah. But like even in this fight, he doesn't do a lot. Like
Not really.
I don't know.
It's basically
It's kind of
Kankuro
unfortunate.
just using his puppets.
Yeah, clapping them all.
Kankuro he pulls out Sasori's puppet and controls it as well.
Oh yeah, the just Sasori's corpse, and just uses it. That's kind of funny.
The second battle is more interesting, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Still a
I
little
think.
wasted potential
Mm,
in a few aspects, but
yeah. What is the next one? I actually can't.
Zabuza and Haku.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, everybody, this is the second. I don't even know. The map doesn't fucking matter. I don't care.
Yeah, no, it's like there's a map of like where they are.
I
It's like there's a forest setting, there's a desert setting, and then there's like another like a cliffside, like an ocean side setting.
I will say, in the game, this is a lot more interesting because all
Mm.
these battles are happening concurrently. You can choose which ones to go to on the map. Like you can just
Oh,
pick.
that is pretty cool.
um, regardless, Zabuza and Haku show up. They get resurrected.
Yeah.
And it's cool seeing them again. Like, man, Land of Waves was
So
so
long.
so long ago. Such a good start. Zabuza and Haku were such good first villains.
Yeah, they were really good characters. And we get to see more of them. It's kind of hype. Um, and I feel like this is a good time to bring up that Kabuto's like, I could just wipe their personalities, but I'm gonna leave their personalities intact so they can mess with the enemy's heads.
And
that's
yeah, that's
that's the reason he gives.
it literally goes against him at every fucking corner of this fucking like he's
Yeah,
so dumb.
literally. Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of get it. It's like, oh yeah, seeing like, uh, you know, having Asuma kill his like his
His
squad
squad,
like
yeah.
fully conscious. That might fuck him up. But like, instead of just being a mindless puppet, but like that's like the one example I can think of. Because like the rest of them, it's like none of these shinobi have any connection to like
Yeah, like
most like most of these
Zabuza
resurrections.
and Haku get lucky because they meet with Kakashi, but like,
Yeah.
bro, the people like okay, spoilers. The third whatever his name is Mizukage. The third Mizukage just doesn't know any of the fucking shinobi that are fighting him.
Yeah, he's like, where am I?
He's just like, oh shit! All right, here's how you guys defeat me. That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll get into that man. That man's a vibe. Uh,
That's an absolute
but
vibe.
they also resurrect the Seven Swordsmen here.
Right. This is where I was talking about. Where I was like, it's cool that we get to see the Seven Swordsmen, and we get to see what all their swords do technically. But they
Yeah,
explain the swords, and then we don't get to see them all fight.
yeah. They explain all the swords, and then they just kind of get off screen. They die pretty much off screen, like
Yeah, like the
or in like one
Zabuza,
one or two panels. It's
Kakashi takes out Zabuza and Haku again, and it's a pretty emotional scene. I enjoy it,
yeah,
but
that fight was really good. I feel
yeah,
like because there was a lot of callbacks to Land of Waves. Like Haku jumping in front of Zabuza to
Zabuza,
get stabbed again, but then Zabuza cuts Haku in half this time instead of hesitating like last time.
yeah,
There's a lot of good moments there.
it's like good moments. And I do enjoy it. And then after that conflict, they fade, they clip away, and all the rest of the swordsmen just get defeated. So the rest of the swordsmen didn't need to be there. Essentially, they're not consequential.
Yeah, like and I mean they have like they their swords are so cool and everything, and it's like we kind of get the parallel scene of like Sasuke's team member. I can't remember the name of the water
So you
dude.
get to
Suigetsu. of him like looking for the swords, and he's like, "Damn, where are the swords? I've been looking I'm looking all around." And then it's
Yeah.
like, it's like, "Nah, they're actually here." Kabuto found them all somehow.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know.
But
Yeah, zombies are.
yeah, and then they fight. They body a bunch of random shinobi, but and they just get bodied pretty quick
Yeah, but
too.
well, yeah. Well, after Kakashi beats Zabuza, he just grabs his fucking
Mm,
executioner blade.
yeah, that shit's sick.
Kakashi was. Oh, come on! You know that shit's sick.
Yeah, starts bodying all the Zetsus and shit. It's cool.
It's pretty cool. Oh, speaking of Zetsus, Neji's group runs into like the underground channel of Zetsus.
Right. Another forest setting.
This
um,
this doesn't really devolve into anything other than you need to know that Neji gets grabbed by Zetsu here.
yep.
And then he uses his taijutsu to get him off, but like, oh, that might come back later. The fact that he grabbed him.
Oh man, he's like, everybody's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And
Um,
then they're like, "Okay." They make sure to they make sure to they make sure to draw a lot of attention to that.
yeah. Let's see. So
Um,
yeah, after Zabuza Haku, again, we also get some more fancy stuff in the background. Um, Neji's father comes back, and he meets with his twin brother, and they talk.
yeah.
And the head of the Hyuga clan is like, Neji isn't fighting for the Hyuga, he's fighting for himself and for his sister, and they're fighting as equals in this battle. Um,
He's like, "Damn, my little boy."
Character development for the Hyuga clan.
Yep. He's like, "Damn, my little boy ain't racist no more.
He's
Ain't
not
ain't
racist, because I
ain't
was
hating the main
racist.
clan." Yep, I put some bad ideas into that
I tried to
head, and then I
kill
died.
his little cousin in front of him one time.
That she did.
That he
He
calls
was
his
not
sister because that's how close they are.
not the best guy.
He's alright. He went out like a homie.
He did. Um,
But the next big fight happens on the same battlefield technically, but it's Darui versus Keen and Gin.
oh yeah.
Atsu and Samui are here too, but.
Does that really happen? Then
Hmm?
I feel like we're missing something in between, but I don't know.
Bro, I don't know, bro. There's so much. I'm just trying to like. I'm hitting the big points.
Because doesn't isn't this the point at which the other Kages get resurrected?
They do. Oh yeah, they do. I just didn't elect to bring it up because what they do is they mostly just talk
They
in the
just
desert
true.
for like
Yeah, they're
a few
for a
chapters.
while.
They're just like, oh shit, what are we doing here? I
Yeah,
can't move my body.
they never even run into the army, do they?
No.
Right. That's weird.
Then they're just like, I guess we gotta work together. I guess it's not like we have a choice. I can't. I would kill you right now if I could move my body.
Yeah.
But Gaara's father is there. Gaara shows up there, and we'll swing back around later, because he's about to run into this group of Kages.
Yeah, the group consists of the second Tsuchikage Mu, second Mizukage, just I don't know his name, the
Yeah,
third
right.
Raikage, and then the fourth Kazekage, which is Gaara's dad.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but this is
that's the lineup there, but
yeah,
that won't come back till
we'll
later.
come back to it later. Darui is at this other battlefield, and he meets these two brothers.
Yeah, this is like the coastline.
I don't know.
Setting.
I don't know the fucking map at all.
I just remember it by the settings. Like this is like on the kind of on the coast.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Huh.
That's how I remember it. 'Cause it's kind of on like a cliffside.
Yeah.
It was probably my favorite setting because it's like the most like visually interesting.
Yeah, I
With
thought
like
it was interesting.
different levels of fighting going on at the same time. Whereas like in the forest, it's just like one level. It's more like in a forest clearing too, so there wasn't much like tree action going on. But yeah, and then the desert's cool. It has a lot of sand formations, but it's also pretty flat. And then then the cliffside, it's like there's multiple different levels of like fighting going on. Each and then a bunch of different stuff going on. And yeah, this is where in the this is when Asuma shows up actually.
It is where Asuma shows up, but his whole stuff doesn't get taken care of until after the Hanzo battle.
True.
So I'm just trying to go on the chronological here.
in the order they get defeated.
Yeah, basically.
Fair.
So we can just focus on one fight without having to jump back. Because a lot of this stuff does happen intertwined with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to focus on one thing and then move on to the next. Um,
Yeah, fair.
so yeah, Keen and Gin. These guys are fucking like Kingaku and Raku and Gingaku. I don't I don't remember. I don't
Oh,
write.
never mind. I was getting their name wrong this whole time. It's just Kinkaku and Ginkaku. It's just
Oh,
Kaku. Both of them.
Kingaku and Ginkaku. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are
Golden Hope Brothers.
plot.
Plot devices, straight up.
They have an interesting fight. They have an interesting gimmick where one punishes
Yeah,
you for saying a word and the other one punishes you for staying silent for too long.
yeah. I really like this fight just because it's like it's very different from every other like Naruto fight.
It's like part one. Again.
Yeah, kinda.
A little bit.
But it feels more like a JoJo fight to
Yeah.
me, where it's like there's a win condition and like the enemy has like a super specific ability that you gotta avoid.
Yeah.
Um, and they have these artifacts, these like 4 legendary artifacts from the Cloud Village, um, which is like they got the bottle, they got the sword. I don't remember, but if you say if they hit you, is it? If they cut you, it takes your name down on the sword or something like that. And then if you say the word that you say the most, you get sucked into the ceiling bottle.
Yeah. Something like that.
Um,
And then Atsu and Samui literally get sucked in like frame one.
like they're like they're like the like Samu's like Atsui help, and then he's like gets
Bruh.
sucked in, and then
Somebody doesn't say anything. Atsui doesn't say anything. And they
oh
get
yeah,
sucked in.
because the other condition was if you don't say anything, you also you
Yeah.
also get sucked in. It's just all right, some bullshit.
Yeah,
But
that's some bullshit. But Dari does not give a fuck. He's just like, alright, bet I'll just keep talking, but I know the word, so I won't say it.
yep.
And then little does he fucking know, he said the letters, like he said the word on accident.
He said
The word was drab. He said coward rabbit.
coward rabbit,
Yeah. And then he's like, oh
Um,
shit, but then he somehow breaks out of it. I honestly don't remember how.
he says like, damn, I'm sorry for failing everybody, and it's like, and then the word he said most in his life switches at that moment to sorry, so it invalidates the ceiling,
Bro. uh,
which is funny.
and then, yeah, and then we body them and they sort of power up a little bit and we find out that they spent a whole fucking 2 weeks inside the Nine Tails.
Yeah, they got eaten. Their whole thing is they got eaten by the Ninetales, and um, so then to get out, they just started eating the Ninetales flesh. Uh, and so they have Ninetales chakra now
Yeah.
because they ate Ninetales flesh, I guess.
Yeah, and then Dari defeats them after this, and he puts them in a jar, and they're gonna sit there for a little bit, but don't forget about them because that jar is gonna come back to plot
Yep,
relevance.
that jar has Ninetales chakra in it explicitly.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, I like this fight. This fight's good.
yeah, no, it's a very interesting fight. Good to see like some of the more Cloud Village characters
Yeah, I
that
like Dari. He's got black lightning, which is pretty sick. He like has
yeah.
man pulled out the Black Panther, which I was like,
Yeah. Hmm. Um, but yeah, it's a pretty good fight. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like those characters, so good to see more of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it though. Yeah, Atsuki and Samurai did get sucked into the bottle, but it's like a sealing bottle, so they're not dead. They just need to get pulled out of the bottle. I don't know how.
I don't. Yeah, they're somewhere. Listen, they'll come. They're fine.
Yeah, they'll be
They'll
fine.
be fine,
They
dude.
did. They didn't die. Is the main thing. Nobody dies in this war, bro.
Nobody died. I was gonna say nobody dies in Naruto, but a lot of people die in Naruto.
A lot of people die in Naruto. There's
Like
nobody named.
more than one piece of bleach, I think.
True.
If you're a villain, rest in peace. Like you might as well make it make your grave right now because you're dying.
Basically. All Akatsuki died.
If you're a
Like
main
straight up.
character, you might as well put your armor back on. You got plot.
Yeah, no, take that armor bow off, bro. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You got plot armor.
You got plot armor. Unless you're a mentor character,
Yeah,
just start sweating.
yeah. Awesome.
We'll get back. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Mifune though. Absolutely, Chad of a samurai.
Oh yeah, this shit happens. This fight was really cool. I
I
actually really
love this
liked this
fight.
fight. Which is kind of weird because we've never like we barely know Mifune, and then we've seen Hanzo like twice in the story.
Yeah.
Like once once when he named the Sani, and then like once when they were talking about him getting bodied by Pain or something like that.
Yeah.
But we do know this man is an absolute Chad. Uh, fighting the Sani, naming the Sani.
Yeah.
Um, so we know this man's built. And we don't know much about Mifune though, because this man, we just know that he's the leader of the Land of Iron, but we don't know what his whole thing's about.
Yeah. But this fight reveals more of him.
Yeah, it reveals that those two have a past together, kind of.
Yeah, that band-aid on his head. He wears it because his head got fucked by Hanzo in the past.
Yeah. Turns out, yeah, Hanzo like beat his ass in the past and then poisoned him. And Hanzo's got some busted ass poison.
Oh, like yeah, it's like it kind of reminded me of To Your Eternity, but I don't want to go into it. With the whole poison sac in his stomach.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's got a poison
Um,
sac in his stomach, so he wears that mask around his face because if he breathes, that shit could just like body people.
yeah. He's gotten like basically another organ that just slowly releases poison into his system. Just really strong poison. So his literal breath is toxic. Which is like, damn, that's kind of cool. um, yeah, and that's why he wears the gas mask, of course. But he basically he basically bodies Mifune, but then he's like, damn, I like you, so
I'm gonna let you live.
I'm gonna let you live, so you can change and mature and stuff like that. There's a whole battle of wills going on here.
And then Mifune beats him in the future, and he's like, "How'd you beat me?" And he's like, "You dimmy dumbass. You're the one who told me to stay true to your convictions."
Yeah, because the whole thing was like, Hanzo was like, damn, there's nothing but war in this world. Nothing can be solved without war and violence. And then, even though in the past he's like, yeah, no, we can change things without the need for violence, and that's why he saved him. Um, but then Hanzo changed over the
Yeah,
time.
Hanzo changed, and that's why Pain bodied him too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even Pain was like, I used to respect you."
True. Um,
And then
but
you
then,
lost your conviction.
yeah. And so yeah, Mifune, but Mifune never changed his ideology after that day, and then bodied his ass in the future. And that shit was cool. Getting to see a full-on sword fight.
Yeah, that shit was really cool. A fucking samurai sword fight. They did the fucking samurai shit where they both slashed each other,
And then one of them,
then one of them falls.
only one of them falls.
Like, come
That's just
on.
funny.
That's so. That's so anime, bro.
It's so good. Yeah, that was a good fight.
I like the fight.
A lot of like probably my favorite like ideal clash in the series so far. In this arc at least.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, one ideal against the other. Ifune's a vibe. But back to the cliffside.
Back to the flip
Two.
side. Ino Chikasho.
Ino Shikacho. What a combo name that just doesn't. I don't know. They always say it like it's a good team name, but
Yeah.
it's
They passed it down between the clans for generations, man.
no, the Ino Shikacho combo. That literally just their names put together. I don't know, bro.
It's so funny because you have to. It just forces them to name their kids like
True.
stuff like because you got Inoichi who named his daughter just Ino.
Ino.
You got
You got
Shikaku who named his son Shikamaru. Fucking,
Choji.
I
You
don't know
got
what Choji's dad's name is.
Choji's dad is like
Chochuro or some shit like that.
yeah Chojuro, I think it was.
It is
Chojuro.
Choji. Just
Choji.
you couldn't you couldn't at least make it the last names like.
Yeah. Like I don't actually know Ino or
What's
Choji's
Ino's
last
last
names.
name? Well, Choji's last name is Akimichi.
Akamichi.
I don't remember Ino's last name.
Yeah, I don't know. Choji. No, I can't find anything.
Uh
Oh well.
oh well. Oh yeah. Choji Akimichi Shikamaru Nara Aki Naraki Araki
uh, Rocky.
Araki.
um. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, dude.
The Ino Shikacho combo makes it shine with Asuma against Asuma's resurrection. Um,
I like how they hype Asuma
Sensei.
up during this fight. Bro, that's Sarutobi's kid.
Yeah, literally, they were all going. That's so funny. He's got the wind nature, bro.
It's just like he didn't take out he couldn't take out one Akatsuki
He
member.
died to heat on,
Yeah.
bro. The weakest Akatsuki member. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah, the other
Asuma.
one fucking Hida Kakuzu's here too. I forgot.
Oh yeah, Kakazu is here.
Not important.
No, Kakazu. What even happens to
I
that
think
man?
Choji just bodies him after this.
Oh yeah, Choji literally does
Because
body
Choji
him.
kind of just bodies the battlefield after this fight.
Yeah, true. Uh, yeah, but there's the whole thing where Choji's like, nah, I can't.
I can't
Even if
fight my
he's
master.
yeah, even if he's just a Neto Tensei Resurrection, I can't I can't fight him. And then so Ino's like, damn, I'm gonna use Choji now.
Yeah, and then she takes over his body. They switch places, and then they're like, "Stop being a bitch." Asuma's like, "Come on, you fatso."
Choji's like still like, nah, I can't do it.
And then they're like, "You're a bitch," and then he's like, "You know what? I'm not a bitch."
I'm not gonna be a bitch.
And then he's like, "It's time to take flight," and he goes into butterfly without having to use the pills.
Busted.
Absolutely busted. And then he just basically just one shots Asuma.
Yeah, literally.
And then this is such a weird part that happens in the war. He one shots Asuma, cool. And now Choji's a butterfly on the field, and he's absolutely busted.
Mm.
And then Toby just shows up and pulls out the ghetto statue for no
Yeah.
reason.
Because I think the main reason why he did it was he wanted that bottle.
Right,
He
he
wanted
got
that
the he got
soothing
the
jar.
jar. He got the jar, which will come
But
back.
he didn't need the ghetto statue to get the jar.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But then Choji was like, "I'm ending this," and he just punches. He just punches the ghetto statue.
He goes all big and has a kaiju fight with the ghetto statue.
And I was like, "Bro, it would have been funny if Choji just ended the war right now."
Choji bodies the ghetto statue. All the gentry, all the BGU are released right then and there. That would have been so funny.
Like, this was such an unnecessary risk to take when you could have just swooped in and taken the jar and left.
Literally, like you're already untouchable, Toby. You can't like you could just like go in like teleport to the jar and then suck the jar into your pocket dimension and then be out of there. Like there's no reason for you to bring the whole ass Geto statue there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Funny.
But all the fights that were happening on this cliff are basically over now that Choji's awakened.
Yeah. There's
Kakuzu gets taken out. Dawn was here and he
yeah
gets taken out. Dan.
yeah.
Um,
Of course, yeah. Asuma's out. There was a few other ones I
but
think going on, but
yeah,
it was all over.
yeah. Mm. And then this is where we cut back to Naruto, who's still on the island, finally realizing that they are on some cap shit. I've been this is a research mission.
Yeah, because he gets does he use Sage mode or does he use Ninetales mode?
He
But
uses Ninetales mode. I think with a mixture of Sage mode, possibly.
I don't know.
I don't know, but he's training and he senses the war.
Yeah, he senses a lot of like I think it is the Ninetales because he senses a lot of like hatred and
Mm-hmm.
like anger going on.
And he's like, you know what? I'm leaving. And then Iruka shows up and he's like, don't do it, Naruto.
Yeah, don't do it.
And Naruto's like, I can stop this. I will face eternal hatred. I will face the pain that does not heal. That's my role. Yeah, that's a quote. And then Iruka's like, I gotta stop you. And then he doesn't stop him. And then he gives him his headband. And
he tells him what's going on.
And then he's like, there's only one thing I got left to say. Come back alive.
Come back.
Okay,
Naruto.
also Iruka goes, you've always been like a little brother to me. And I'm like, Cap, he's always been your child. Stop lying.
He has always been your child. Although, honest, I kind of see it. I kind of see the brother thing too. I like the dad thing for sure, but
Yeah.
also the brother thing.
Yeah, I mean, now that Naruto's older and everything, I feel like.
Yeah. Definitely young Naruto. I could see the dad thing, but then now that Naruto's older, I see the brother thing too.
Yeah. Also, now that Naruto's aware that he has a dad.
True. True.
And so now Naruto leaves the island, and this is technically the end of the first part of the war. It is one day has passed.
Yeah.
Allied Shinobi casualties 40,000 out of 80,000. Akatsuki casualties 50,000 out of 100,000.
God.
Nightfall brings the uneasy calm before the storm, and the Fourth Great Ninja War moves into the next stage of battle.
That's ridiculous. So funny.
Again, unnecessary amount of Zetsu.
And
Allied Shinobi, like, damn.
It's like, damn, that's a lot of Zetsu. I mean, to be fair, they did body 40,000 of them.
Half. The whole fucking war just got cut in half, essentially.
Yeah, after the first day, like Jesus. Luckily, yeah, most of the resurrections out of the way, like most of the smaller ones. Still got some Akatsuki and Kage's to worry about, but for the most part, all the small scale resurrections are down.
Yeah. Yeah, and right as Naruto's leaving, there's some weird shit going on in Sakura's healing camp. There seems to be a traitor amongst their midst, a Mugus.
Seems to be a traitor among them. An imposter or two.
An imposter, dude. Fucking God, when I come back to watch this video in like 5 years, I'm gonna be so bad, dude. It's gonna be so.
You're just gonna be like, what? Oh shit! 2020. What?
Oh my gosh, dude. But we'll get back to this imposter situation. But the Raikage steps in and is like, Naruto, I can't let you leave.
Yeah.
And then Naruto's like, bruh, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, no, I'm going through. Whether you like it or not. And then B is with him too, so B helps him.
B's like, I know you're my bro, but I gotta I gotta help Naruto Uzumaki, you know.
Pretty sure he does say you know at some point.
And then Naruto talked with Ninetales for a little. I don't remember what he said. I wrote that down. he
Or
we
he says, what does he say?
I don't know, but I put Naruto versus Sasuke here too, because I think this is where the flashback happens, where they had a ninja academy duel. As kids,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it is. Yeah, around that point. Um, yeah, and then Naruto got absolutely bodied because
yeah,
Naruto was ass back then, and then
yeah.
Sasuke was a goddamn prodigy. But
Still
um,
is.
yeah, true. That's, my man's still like 15, bodying Akatsuki members.
Yeah, but the Raikage's like, I can't let you pass. And then Naruto's like, I'm finna pass. I got Minato speed now. And Raikage's like, damn, you're pretty fast. But I'm
You're
faster.
pretty fast.
uh,
um,
and then we learn the backstory of A and Killer B.
yeah.
And how they're not like actual brothers, like biologically speaking.
Yeah, they're just kind of brothers of a training program.
I don't know, but
Kind of similar to Sai and his brother.
then the Raikage learns. Essentially, this whole flashback boils down to the Raikage learns why B has always been like in control almost of the Eight Tails, and that's because
Hmm.
before he became the Chinsuriki, A already told him that he loved him no matter what,
Oh yeah.
and so he didn't have to go through. He still had struggles, but he already knew he had someone to support him even before he was a Chinsuriki.
Yeah, he didn't have the standard Jinchuriki um isolation from the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
village. A la Gaara and a la Naruto.
Yeah, so it was nice. It's a nice
Hmm.
scene. I like this. And then the Raikage's
Yeah,
like,
no, young B was a vibe.
the Raikage's like, all right, Naruto. And then we come back to the camp, and Neji's there, but we saw another Neji somewhere else,
Yeah, Neji's
bodied
still
on
out
the
on the
floor.
battlefield and not in the not in the camp. Neji was like overusing his Byakugan, and then uh
And then
what's
the fake Neji's like, oh, Tauntaun hurt her hands. Can't she still weave
oh
jutsus though?
yeah, no, so yeah, Sakura's like, oh hey Neji, it's you. You're back at the tent. Did you get some rest? And he's like, yeah, no, I got it. I was like, and he's like, Sakura's like, yeah, Tauntaun's getting fixed up. Or he's like, yeah, where's the leader? Where is Tsunade's assistant? I can't remember her name. He's like,
She's
oh yeah, she's helping Tauntaun because they hurt one of their legs.
her
Yeah, they
hands.
injured their legs or something.
It was her
And then
hands, yeah.
and this man's like, ah, damn. At least she can still use her hands to weave jutsu though. And then Sakura's like, I.
It's just so funny. It's so funny, dude. And I was like, fucking Tauntaun of all characters
Tauntaun.
revealed it was a Zetsu clone. The
Yeah, he's like, you're the imposter.
That's what we were talking about earlier when fucking Neji got grabbed by a Zetsu. He fucking copied his chakra. And so
Yeah.
Zetsu can like we saw this earlier with Kisame. Zetsu can perfectly copy a shinobi
Hmm.
down to their chakra and everything.
Yeah. And so yeah, so he's like it turns out that that Neji is an imposter, and then there's a lot more
It
imposters
was
going
all
around.
over the war, but luckily a guy who can sense chakra differently than everyone else joins the war very
Yeah.
conveniently at this moment.
Yeah.
And he also may or may not be able to send a shadow clone to every location of the war.
I feel like we should also mention Tauntaun is a pig,
Yeah,
and that's
Tauntaun
why
is the pig, yes.
that's
Tauntaun
how.
is Shizune's pet, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, I just thought it was a random ass pig that was helping out.
No, it's that pig she always carries with her everywhere.
I forgot about that one.
Even during the
Funny.
the introduction to the war, she's like, "This is Tauntaun. He's my pet pig."
He'll be helping out with the supply runs today. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's funny.
Don't eat him.
He's not food.
But then Naruto joins the fucking war with sage
Yeah,
abilities. He can tell Zetsu's apart, and he can send a clone to every
he's yeah.
single point.
I thought this was unreasonable at first, but then I'm like, oh yeah, he's actually borrowing like a significant portion of the Ninetales chakra at this point.
But not only that, but this man can also just normally just has a hella amount of chakra.
Yeah, true. So, but yeah, but I mean, but this man is like literally on. He sends a shadow clone to literally every battlefield. It is
And
like
they're all
literally
yeah, they're all in
every
cloak
site.
as well.
Yeah, yeah, and all in Ninetales mode, bro. Like, damn. Um,
Yeah.
and then he just completely starts botting like all of the imposters.
Zetsu do not matter.
Yeah, no, Zetsu becomes irrelevant at this point of the fight. Or Naruto just starts going at him.
Yeah.
Um, and
Cool.
yeah, pretty much from there, that's that phase of the war over.
Yeah. And we
Um,
shot the next part, Gara. Gara Nanoki.
is that here?
Yeah, that's what happens next. Gara versus Gara's dad that I don't know his name, and Anoki versus Mu.
Um, oh yeah, there's some other stuff that goes on before this, but it doesn't finish up till after.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll bring it up. Um, yeah,
Pretty good fight. I like Gara. I like Gara's dad is not a
Rasa.
vibe.
His name is Rasa.
Rasa, not a vibe technically,
Not a lot.
but he's a vibe when he man can go use gold dust.
Yeah, that's his jutsu is using gold sand instead of regular sand. It's like damn, that's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold. Where the fuck did you get all this gold? Why is it? Why does the sand village look like it's in shambles? If you could just use those
I
sand
know
village.
the sand village looks so goddamn poor every time we see it, bro. It's fucked up.
uh,
Um,
this fight, he's really. I mean, it's a Gara basically bodies, but like
yeah,
the point of the fight is that his dad finally reveals like actually what happened.
yeah, the secret of Gara's power and
And
everything like that.
I'm a little sad because like it changes his original backstory from part one, but also it makes it happier because happier now,
Doesn't
still
doesn't change it
sad back then.
much.
That lady didn't actually hate him though, you know. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah,
That was
I fucked up.
yeah. I guess I didn't like that as much. 'Cause I feel like if you're on your deathbed, you're not gonna be like you're not gonna listen to
The
your
Hokage,
asshole. Yeah, your asshole of the
the
Kazekage.
Kazekage's orders. Yeah, so yeah, his older sister, whatever, his aunt tried to kill him
Yeah,
on the Kage's orders, and in the past she was like, "I've always fucking hated you." Turns
yeah.
out that
Gara
wasn't
Gara
true.
kills her ass.
Turns out that was just a test by the Kage to test his fucking mental capacity. Fucking
And that's the point that actually broke Gara, though.
yeah.
Fucking asshole.
And then he was like, "All right, now I gotta kill him." And then he died. I don't even remember how he died originally, but
I don't know.
but then he's
Did
like, "Gara." I don't know. Did it say?
did Shukaku body him, or was it
Maybe.
like
But he talks about how he knows how to fight against Shukaku
I
during this.
had his page open. Um, confrontation or not confrontation? Part one. Um. Oh, he was the dude that got. He was the dude that got impersonated by Orochimaru. Got body, got bodied by
Oh, that's
Orochimaru and then
right.
replaced.
Oh my god, fucking Orochimaru, dude. Let's
I
fucking go.
forgot
I
he was
forgot about
that
that.
guy. It's really funny.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, this makes it so much funnier, dude.
It really does. I forgot he just got fucking bodied
But he's
before he even saw it. Before he even made an appearance in part one. He just got bodied off screen by Orochimaru. That's
but
so
he's like,
funny.
Gara, your mom didn't hate you. Your mom actually loved you this whole time. And that sand around you is your mother's will protecting you. And it actually sort of changes into her shape for a little bit there.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of like Shukaku's form, where the sand takes his mom's form every time something big happens. It's Gara
It's
sand.
nice
Which,
though. I like
yeah,
that part.
I actually
I
really like
really
that.
enjoy that part.
And also kind of explains how Gaara just is still busted with even without Shukaku in him.
Yeah, he still doesn't need to defend essentially.
Yeah,
He just
you know,
can just focus on attack.
yeah, he's still got that perfect defense.
Yeah.
Far from perfect in in Shippuden, but
Yeah, unfortunate.
in part one it was perfect.
Yeah. But then Gar's dad gets bodied here, and he gets sealed away in a sand coffin, sand burial,
Yeah, that shit was cool. Sand mausoleum.
sand mausoleum. That shit's awesome.
Yeah, just makes a goddamn pyramid around him.
And then Onoki fights Moo, and this isn't as emotionally charged because we don't know these characters as much.
Yeah, no, like Onoki, we barely just met
We
in the
we
last
get
arc.
Onoki backstory. We get to see Onoki talk to the old Tsuchikage, and he was like, "Check out this rock, bro. Clean this rock." And Onoki was like, "This fucking rock, bro." And the Tsuchikage was like, "Yeah, you're right. It's just a fucking rock." And he throws that shit away.
That actually doesn't happen till
Later,
uh till later, till the M fight. Uh,
fucking, I'll just slide it in right here. Fuck it.
yeah, it
This is
doesn't.
more relevant than whatever happens during this fight.
True. Um, yeah, we don't. We learned that like Lord Mu is cool. Um, I really like his like I like his look and I like his abilities. He's he can like just completely erase his presence or something like that.
Yeah, it's because he uses his particle style in a unique way. He can also completely split himself at like a part, like make like an actual. They talk about the clone of him. It's like It's like Tien's multiform. It actually just like splits him in two, not like an actual like clone jutsu,
Yeah.
but like an actual different version of him, and it cuts his power in half.
hmm Yeah, but they're like completely separate from each other and they can exist separate from each other,
Separately,
not like
yeah.
a which yeah, that's pretty cool.
But he just kind of gets
um,
bodied, and then one of him gets sealed, and the other one just goes and hides for a while.
yeah, or he doesn't even split him. Like he splits himself as he was getting like bodied, like particle
Mm-hmm.
styled. Um, so they don't even realize that he did split himself.
And then and then
And
he
he
just
just
hides
disappears.
for a while.
Yeah.
Basically, how that
Uh,
goes.
yeah, because Kabuto's got a plan for him. Um, and then it's pretty much just the Mizukage and then the Raikage from there.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about these? Because the Itachi Nagato stuff happens in between these fights and those fights.
Um, yeah, we can take a break from these fights because I mean the fights, the other two Kage fights are just kind of funny. They're not really
They really are
super
really funny.
serious fights.
But
Uh,
Naruto does meet with Itachi before he fights the Raikage here. So.
yeah.
Um.
Um,
So yeah, Naruto and B, they're running the real them. The real them.
yeah, not the clone them.
Yeah, is running, and they run into Itachi and Nagato, who happen to be traveling together for. Fucking, what is Kabuto fucking doing? I don't understand.
I think he's off to go try and capture Naruto and B. Separately, he's trying to get bargaining chips against Toby here.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, I'll send Itachi and Nagato to go get B and Naruto, just so I can get my bargaining chips.
Worst plan he's ever made in his life.
Yeah, what are you thinking? Like Naruto bodied Nagato by himself without Nine
Without
Tails
Nine
mode,
Tails chakra.
and like I mean
Oh wait,
I
he
guess
did have the
Kabuto
chakra.
didn't know about Nine Tails chakra, but like B's there too. The
Yeah,
Eight Tails
and B's
Jinchuriki
there, and
and Naruto. Like
Itachi lost to Sasuke, bro.
I mean, okay, Itachi
Okay, he
was
had
dying.
cancer.
Yeah, Itachi was like terminally
Kimaru,
ill at the time.
which
I said, yeah.
I didn't we didn't bring up at all, but Kimaru's been here some places.
Oh yeah, no, he's kind of. I think he's with Chio, Granny,
Hmm.
Greatest Sand Granny. Um,
But yeah, Naruto and B fight, and it's like a cool fight. They're fighting, they're scrapping. It's Itachi and Nagato. They're cool characters. Nagato in particular is like using all of
yeah,
his six pass abilities just by himself now.
yeah, that's super cool. Although, actually, this doesn't make whatever. We'll talk about it later.
The Renegon.
Yeah. Uh, Don't worry about it. Um,
Okay, but Itachi a long time ago, Itachi put a bird inside of Naruto.
yeah, this was when was this?
Fuck, dude, I don't remember.
This was
The
before. I think this was before Itachi went to
This is
fight.
before the Deidara fight.
No, no.
It's
Uh,
a
this
little it's somewhere in
this was right before
after
Itachi went to go fight Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Um, because they were on their way to find Toby at the same time
Yeah.
as Sasuke was trying to find Itachi during that whole arc. And so yeah, he planted a genjutsu in this man.
Yeah,
Um,
and the Genjutsu was a crow with Shisui's eye in it.
yeah.
And so he used the eye on himself to break free of the Edo Tensei mind control by overriding with a better mind control, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, okay,
Big brain Itachi, dude.
this is Big Brain Itachi. We also learned that Shisui isn't as busted as we thought.
No?
There's a 10-year limit.
Uh,
We
I
don't
feel
learn
like
that here, but we might as well. It's 10-year recharge.
I guess? I
Is
don't
that
know.
is that what they say? Isn't that what they fucking said? That his mind control has a 10-year recharge on it.
I think it was specifically that one that Itachi was using. Like such a powerful use of that attack
Mm.
or something like that. Because of course Danzo uses it like multiple times
No,
within
he
like
only used it against Mifune.
Danzo.
Yeah,
Well, no, actually, it's only confirmed that he
he
used
used
it
it
against
against
Mifune.
Mifune.
But then even during the Sasuke fight, he's like, "Damn, I gotta wait for this recharge mode. Like, I gotta wait for this cooldown to get like to come back." Uh, and that was like during the Sasuke fight. He was like, "All right, this it's gonna come back." So I feel like it's not that long. You know?
All right, I looked up his wiki and there's no mention of the limit here, so I guess it's not that long.
Yeah, no, because again, I feel like it has a long cooldown, but it's not like 10 years long. It's like an hour.
God, that'd be so funny.
you can Here's your Mangekyo. You can only use it once every 10 years.
That's every decade, dude. All right,
Kodo
well,
the Kodo Amatsukami. That's the name of it.
whatever. For Itachi breaks free, so for once in his life, Kabuto's finally like, oh, okay, I'll just get rid of Nagato's emotions.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude, this would have been very helpful for other fights during this war, but okay, Nagato, sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, just Nagato. Which, like, I would have loved to see Nagato more of like Nagato's fucking like dialogue. Like, I would have loved him for actually have a personality here, but
Yeah, but he pulls out the
oh
Buster
well.
Cannon, so it's all right.
Yeah, that's still weird to me. How one of the Sage's six paths ability is just a robot like cannon.
This man's Mega Man, bro. He pulls out the Mega Man cannon, bro.
That's so weird. It's so funny.
Uh, but it's now it's Nagato versus B Naruto and Itachi, so you already know Nagato gets folded here. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Ah, uh, I I I figured it out
what?
about
Shisui?
Shisui's. Yeah. Um, it does have a 10-year cooldown. Uh, the only reason that Danzo was able to use it in quick succession was because he had Hashirama's cells.
What the? Okay, but
Hashirama's
Shisui
chakra,
is
I
stupid.
guess.
Cause okay, that means Shisui used his Mangekyo for the first time when he was like 6. Cause other people in the world know about it, like, cause they've seen it before. Specifically,
True.
one of the Cloud Ninjas said he's seen it in battle before.
You're right. What the fuck?
So, like, and Shisui's like the same age as Itachi, which puts him at like 20. So,
That's wow. Okay. That's weird. That doesn't make a lot of
it
sense.
just doesn't. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Uh, whatever. I guess we'll just we'll just move
Yeah.
on from this discussion
Whatever. Whatever.
I go insane thinking about Shisui's Mangekyo.
Yeah.
I
Back
just
to the
want,
Naruto fight.
I'll just use it on myself to make me a better content creator. Anyway, uh, I'm big brained. Good.
um,
All right, one of Naruto's clones goes to where Gaara and Onoki are at, and he fights the Raikage.
did we finish the Nagato fight?
Yeah, he just gets folded. I don't know what else do you want to talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna mention Itachi hits him with the Totsuka blade.
It
It
does.
seals him in the bottle.
Oh, I forgot that he did that.
Yeah. Rip Nagato's soul.
And then Itachi's like,
sits in the bottle with Orochimaru.
Itachi's like, I Naruto, see you later, and he just leaves.
He pretty much does. He's like, I got some more important things to do. Or actually, see, I think he says, I'm gonna go after the Edo Tensei caster. I think he says.
I think it does say that, yeah. No, we don't see him for a while. Instead, Naruto's clone shows up. The third Raikage's out here clapping people because he's absolutely insane.
Oh yeah. No, but both of these Kages are absolutely insane. Bro.
Yeah, the Mizukage's out here fighting
body.
regular shinobi. But it's just so funny.
He's like, he's literally giving them instructions on how to beat him.
He's like, hey, don't stop hitting me. I'm not here. Like, I'm an illusion.
He's like, I'm a mist illusion here. The real me is over there. And then he's like, you dumbasses. I'm over there.
You gotta hit the clam, bro. Come on.
Yeah, hit that clam, not me. He's just giving instructions to all these shinobi, but they're still getting bodied.
And he's like, damn, I guess I'm just too strong for y'all. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm gonna throw a left punch now. I'm gonna cast this jutsu right now. You better dodge. And then he still bodies them all.
Ah.
He's like, oh, this man's like, am I too strong?
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It was such a funny fight.
But then Gaara shows up and like actually succeeds in sealing him away.
Yeah.
And he stops giving advice when Gaara shows up because he's like, "Nah, you're a worthy opponent. I just gotta let this ride out. I just want to see how it happens."
He's like, "I'm actually having a lot of fun with this fight, so I'm gonna let it go." Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, but he succeeds, and then he's like, "That was crazy." But the third Raikage, though, this man is absolutely constructed, flawless defense and impenetrable defense.
This man, like. Was it just this man's skin? This man's skin was just so hard
I don't know.
that like it can't be pierced.
It can't be pierced by anything. And then he has a lightning blade. And I remember because I took a screenshot of this. Naruto goes, "That's like Kakashi's lightning blade and Sasuke's Chidori." And I said, "Naruto, they're the same things. What are you talking about?"
It's the same technique. It's so weird that he refers to them separately in that. I don't know.
It's weird. Yeah, exactly. Because like, all right. All right, then Naruto. Where did Sasuke learn the Chidori, dog?
Yeah. Who taught Sasuke that technique exactly?
I don't know, but like the third Raikage is different. He can power it up by using more fingers.
Yeah, like or no, I think it's less fingers because it's like the more pressure is in that one area, the more concentrated the chakra is in that one area.
But it's so funny. And then the way Naruto wins this fight, because nobody's winning. Naruto runs out of Nine Tails Jutsu, has to go into Sage mode.
Wait, I forgot about this. During the start of this fight, they're like, man, we can't. There's nobody with wind nature to.
Yeah, Tamari's like, we need somebody with stronger wind nature.
With stronger wind nature to body the Raikage, the lightning nature, the Raikage, but there's no stronger wind ninja with wind nature in this battlefield. And then Naruto just jumps in. It's like, yeah, there is me, and then just starts clapping.
Dude, that shit's so funny. Oh.
This whole arc is so good. Just solid action mixed with comedy, dude. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, and then okay. And speaking of comedy, Naruto, he sees a scar on the Raikage's chest, and he's like, he has to have been hurt by somebody, and somebody else was here. I want to say, I forget his name, but he does help a lot in this fight. I'm sorry.
I I know what you mean.
He's
Can't
just a
remember who it
homie
is.
shinobi. Like he's not even like a really strong shinobi. He's just kind of like a viber.
Um, Dodai is his name. I don't know. I can't remember his face, but the wiki says it's his name is Dodai.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh yeah, he got that when fighting the Eita Shinchuriki, and then Naruto was like, alright, but I'll just go ask him. And the Eita was like, actually, I don't remember. I guess I used the Biju bomb. We sort of just passed out, and that's all I remember. We both it was just sort of ended in a draw, and then Naruto was like, I got it. I figured it out.
Yeah, he like fell down, uh,
Yeah,
with his lightning blade still active.
he fell out on his hand, and that's what cut him. And the reason he never told anybody how he got it is because he was embarrassed.
Yeah, that shit is so funny.
And then Dodai was like, "Oh, that's fucking like." So Naruto deflects his hand back into his chest, and Dodai was like, "Oh, when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force, I get it."
Like, this man was so built. Like he could take Biju
Biju
bombs
bombs.
and not be scratched. Like, how built was this man? Literally the only thing that could scratch him was himself.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And that was, now that all the Kages have been defeated, okay, the war. All right, the war is finally going is in the Allies' favor now completely. They basically
Mhm.
won, and then Kabuto has to go and summon the ultimate shinobi,
Oh my god.
Madara Uchiha.
Well, like, we're out in the middle of the desert. Moo's like pulls out a coffin. He's like, "What is Kabuto doing?" And then the door just gets kicked down. The door to the coffin just just flies out, and then there's like a first person shot from it. I'm like, I see gloves on his hands. It's like, what's going on? He's like, what's going on right now? I was like, is this not the Rene rebirth? And then I'm like, I saw those gloves, and I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize those gloves. I've seen those gloves before. and then and then we get revealed.
And then, no,
Oh my god.
Onoki looks up and goes, "Oh no."
Oh fuck. Yeah, because Moo comes out of the pillar, and then beside him he's like, oh, it's like, oh, there's Lord Moo. We gotta defeat his ass. And then
He's
and
like,
then
"Oh no, oh no."
uh oh, uh oh, oh
that's
shit.
that's Madara Uchiha. And Naruto's like, "Wait, if that's Madara, what about the other guy?" And he's like, honestly, I don't know, but like, this is Madara without a doubt."
Yeah. Oh my, he looks so fucking cool.
He looks so fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at him right now, right? You look at this,
Mhm.
look at this sexy, beautiful man.
Oh, just look at him. Just look at him. Look at that. Look at that hair. That giant ass
Dude,
hair
look
and
at
that.
that mustache he has, man. Like,
Oh yeah, no, the mustache, a classic feature of modern. Oh my god, I love like the samurai plate he's got on.
I
It's
love the
so
way he looks. His
cool.
fit is so cool. I love the cracks along his face. That's just Edo Tensei stuff, but it looks
Yeah,
so good.
and the Edo Tensei like dark eyes go so well with the Sharingan. Like the other ones just look like normal eyes, they're kind of weird looking, but with the Sharingan it fits so well.
Yeah, and then Kabuto's like, "All right, Madara, I brought you back, and you should be stronger than you were before. I added some shit to you."
Yeah, he's
Um,
like, yeah, he's like stronger than when I was alive. How do you know what I was like when I was alive? And I'm just like, I don't.
I don't.
So
I'm
show me.
just spitballing. He's like, "Show me." He's like, "Hey," it's like, "All right, bet," and he just jumps down. And it's just like all the shinobi are standing there, 40,000, like, because basically these were most of the shinobi are at, anyways. So many fucking shinobi, and they're like, "Come on, we
Yeah,
can take him."
I'd say there's like a good 10,000 of them right here.
Yeah, it's just like Madara just books it towards them, and they're all like, "Oh fuck!" And Onoki's like, "Don't look at him in his eyes."
Don't look at his eyes.
And then, dude, I feel so bad for any shinobi that isn't named in this fucking.
Oh my god,
Like,
they just. Madara becomes a blender
just
with Madara makes a Shinobi Alliance smoothie. Basically, oh my, it's brutal. I mean, the manga the manga goes off. It kind of shows how built this man is, but the anime scene for this,
mm-hmm.
just another level.
A
It's just
completely
on
different
another
breed.
level.
Oh my god, this man absolutely just
He just
destroys the Shinobi Alliance, man.
he just starts tearing through. There's nothing anybody can do. Like uh, everybody's like, hey, Naruto, could you use like Ninetales mode again to try and stop this man? He's like, no, I can't. I'm
I'm
out of
out.
chakra.
I'm out. I'm gone. And then, alright, and then he's like, all right, that was a good warm up.
Yeah, that was a pretty good warm up. Pretty good stretch.
That was a good warm up. And then he goes, okay, he evolves his Sharingan into a Renegon, which apparently that's an evolution you can do.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know why or how, but fuck, okay, I guess. And then he goes, all right, you guys, all right, the Kages are pretty strong, but can you stop this? And he just drops a meteor.
he he just drops a
He
meteor,
was
which I
already
learned.
winning.
Yeah, no, he's already winning. He's like there's nothing that anybody on this battlefield can do to touch this man already. And then he's just like, all right, time to just end this real quick. And I learned recently that he's not just dropping these meters. He's not like jutsuing these meters. It's not a jutsu creation. He's literally pulling them out of orbit.
Just
He's
like,
altering their orbit to just jump out.
and then, and then they stop it. All right, all the Kages come together.
Yeah,
Onoki and Gaara stop that shit. And then he says, "Okay, but can you stop the second one?"
yeah. Good job, Onoki. But what are you gonna do about the second one? What a fucking guy.
What? What? And then like the Raikage and the Tsunade are just sitting in the room like, huh? Just sitting in the like,
Huh.
because they've been chilling in the meeting room like the full, where they have a whole map of the entire war, where it's like
Hmm.
Sensory Shinobi sensing this entire shit,
Yeah.
and they're like. And they have somebody in the room who can use teleportation jutsu, but they can only teleport items. And they go, "You have to teleport us."
Yeah.
Like we have to be there.
We gotta get over there right now. Because oh my god, it's because this man is so busted, so fucking busted.
Busted.
And I mean, this man takes out like I'd say most of the Shinobi alliances like that were there that were
Yeah,
present are dead. They're just gone.
they're just gone. Yeah, and then so Tsunade and the Raikage get sent there. The Mizukage gets pulled from wherever the other swordsmen were being fought. This is where we find out the other swordsmen just all got bodied off camera.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Mizukage gets sent to this place, and now the five Kage stand against Madara Uchiha.
Yeah, that's just a cool shot. Yeah, no, that's it's like Okage against Madara. Because they need all five Kages to even be able to stand a chance
Yeah.
against this man, just because of how built he is.
And so Naruto's there, and then they're like, "All right, Naruto, you go take care of Toby while we take care of Madara." And Naruto's like, "I bet. Good luck, guys."
Yeah, you go take care of the other Madara.
And then his clone poofs, and then his main form gets the memory. Luckily, he was right next to Toby when this happened.
He literally like a panel later, he smacks his head into it.
Yeah, headbutts Toby, and he's like, "Damn, that mask is hard, bro."
It's like, damn.
So you want to talk about the five Kage fight first, or the Naruto and B fight first?
I feel like we should talk about the five Kage fight first, because we're already on the Madara thing,
Okay.
and this five Kage fight is long, or not the five Kage, the Naruto fight is
Right,
long.
it's sort of just this is sort of the fight. The Naruto fight is gonna be like the end of the video essentially.
Yeah.
Well, not entirely. There's another fight we have to talk about that also long, but I don't want to talk about all of it to be real with you. So
Uh, yeah, no, we can summarize that pretty quick.
yeah, it's a long fight, but it's easily summarized in like a sentence or two.
Mm.
Honestly. All right, so yeah, okay, we'll talk about the Madara fight. So Madara, what the
Should we
fuck
talk about?
allowed Madara? What?
I think we should actually talk about the.
The
No,
other
okay,
fight?
we'll split. We'll split. Um,
We can go
I know,
Madara
I know just when to end. No, yeah, not Madara, Kabuto,
to
and then back to
Naruto.
Madara.
Yeah, back
Um,
to.
because that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah,
Is
it is
back
how
to
it
Madara,
goes.
and then I just kind of, but I know where to end it.
Sure.
The first half. Um, yeah. So it's Madara versus the Kages, right? And I mean, we learned that this man has Hashirama cells in him. Kabuto
That's
gave
what
him a
Kabuto was talking
deluxe.
about.
Kabuto gave him a deluxe dosage of Hashirama cells straight to the chest. So this man can use like Hashirama's jutsu, like the wood style, and this man just creates a forest out of the desert that was just there.
And then for absolutely no fucking reason, no reason at all, bro, he just starts going in on Tsunade, bro. He just verbally
Literally,
assaults this lady, bro.
she's like, "Damn, you're a descendant of Hashirama, and you can't even heal without weaving signs, and you're a weak ass woman, bro." It's like, it's
Fucking
like what the fuck is wrong with you,
yeah,
Madara?
fucking stupid. Like, Water, chill, bro. It's not that personal.
Yeah, I feel like
man,
this man
man,
just hates Hashirama so much that he's just like, "Damn, your
Tsunade was like,
descendant ass."
Tsunade was like, that's why your shoes raggedy. And then Madara was like, that's why your mama dead.
That's why your mama dead.
That's why Dan dead.
That's why everybody you love is dead.
Madara, chill the fuck out, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with you? So funny.
Oh, yeah, he absolutely starts bodying them, and then
Yeah.
and then he
Um.
uses clones.
Yeah, because he's like he pulls out the Susano and he's like he's bodying these bodies he's keeping up. They're all keeping up. It's kind of evenly matched, I would
Yeah,
say.
and yeah,
Um.
and
Even
he's even
even
like,
even even Madara is maybe on a little on the back foot at this point.
yeah,
Um. But then he's like, they're like, are you complaining about it being 5-1? It's like, you're Madara Uchiha, you can't complain. And he's like, nah, 5-1 is just the perfect ratio
for
for playing
playing games.
for playing games.
And then he's
And
like,
then he makes 25 wood
art of
clones,
multiple wood, art of multiple
and
wood
then
doppelgangers, bro.
he just surrounds these guys, and he's like, I got a question for you. Would you like these clones to
To
use
use
Susanoo or
Susanoo.
not?
Who?
He's got 25 fucking clones, and he's just like, would you like them to use Susanoo or not? Like, how much chakra does this man
And
have?
well, this is where we gotta talk about Tobi Rama.
Mm-hmm.
And why did this man give Edo Tensei users infinite chakra?
How did he do that? How did he like not only is the Edo Tensei bringing people back to the dead, but it also gives them infinite chakra and makes them immortal? It's like,
And
how?
if the caster dies, the Edo Tensei doesn't go away. It just keeps going. They have to
Yeah,
actually like, what the
like you have to seal them or like destroy their soul in some way. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Tobi Rama, you're on some shit.
Oh my god. But yeah, once you mix these clones, it's like, all right, you can't complain. You're the Gokage.
Yeah.
You guys can't complain.
uh,
Fucking menace. Fucking menace out here, dude.
oh my gosh, dude, it's so funny.
And that's about when the first half of the Madara fight is
Yeah.
over. Now to hop into this fight is
This fight, this fight, it's cool. I mean, it's cool.
yeah, it's true. I
So
actually really do like this fight for the most part.
Itachi is running towards Kabuto because he's gonna stop him. He runs into Sasuke on the way, and Sasuke's like, "Brother,
Bro, is that you?
brother."
I thought you were dead. Because Sasuke, I forgot that Sasuke's also been kept in the dark about this whole war.
Yeah, basically,
Come, yeah, the Zetsu's have been
he's
trying to keep it
also.
secret.
It's interesting because I don't know why he decided to do this, but he has Itachi's eyes, but it's not like actually his eyes. They just sort of fused them with his own eyes, so he's got a conglomerate Mangekyo.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it also kind of I feel like they kind of introduced this earlier with Madara, because I'm pretty sure when Madara stole his brother's eyes, he had a completely different um Mangekyo
Yeah.
look to it too. Um, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah, so we saw his eyes a lot earlier, but we're just bringing it up now.
yeah, Itachi's like, all right, come with me, Sasuke. I gotta go take care of something. And then they find Kabuto's lair, and Kabuto's like, damn, y'all really came here.
Yeah, y'all really came to stop my master plan.
Y'all really came to die.
Hmm?
And Itachi's like, yeah, I'm gonna make you release it. And he's like, you can't kill me. You can't make me release it. I already know all your tricks. And then Itachi looks over at Sasuke. He's like, watch this. This is called the Izanami.
Yeah, basically, they fight a bunch. Kabuto whips out the snake
Yeah, he
sage.
put the snake stage, which is really sick looking. I actually really like snake stage.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool because he's just like snake like, and he's got like horns and shit. It's kind
Yeah,
of cool. Um, which also implies that there's a slug sage mode.
yeah. Too bad Tsunade doesn't have that.
True. I, I think she does, but it doesn't look that weird. I don't know. I don't know. I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know, but so yeah, they fight for a while, and then he uses the Izanami. Uh, hmm. You already know how we feel about the Izanagi. This is basically just Cap Part 2.
Basically, it's Cat Part Two Capper.
Cap. Electric Boogaloo.
this should this should not exist. Uh, like I like he probably had this thing planned for a while, like since Izanagi. To be fair, because the whole
Yeah, I mean, it was
Izanagi and
invented
Izanami are a pair.
to
Um,
counter the Izanagi.
yeah, but just it's just uh, it's really confusing. It's on some part five Requiem arrow type shit.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you hit somebody with a move, and then you have to hit them with a closing move that looks exactly like the first move, and then that traps them in an infinite loop, and they have to do something very fucking specific to break out of it.
Yeah, they have to change, like they have to break themselves out of the loop by like not being stubborn or something like that. I don't know. Uh it's really specific for really specifically useful for this fight. Um and Kabuto being like pretentious as fuck.
Another thing I don't like about this fight is they literally just they spent like I get because there's a flashback during this part and the
Mm-hmm.
Izanami like they spend so long just standing there talking to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I liked the Kabuto flashback.
Okay,
We get to learn
it
all
did
of Kabuto's
flesh out
backstory.
his character a lot, and I actually do enjoy his character immensely more now
Yeah.
because of this flashback, not because of the fight itself. I actually don't know. Mm,
Yeah, no, the fight itself is good. Uh, but and the thing is, it's like the once he traps him in the Izanami, um, he like it takes another like 4 or 5
yeah,
chapters
we
for the
don't
fight to
even
end after that.
know like the Izanami is active, but it has. We spent like 5 chapters being in the Izanami essentially.
Yeah, we just spent 5 hours like another 5 chapters like fighting, and it's like, and then it just turns out that all this fighting was completely useless and didn't actually happen.
Yeah,
Um, and it's like, okay, all right, I guess.
but we do know. Yeah, we do learn Kabuto's backstory, which is actually pretty good. So.
Mhm. Yeah, you know, that was the best part about this fight. Plus, I think Snake Sage mode. Um, and then at this point, Cowboy or uh, how do I not remember Itachi's name? Itachi. I could,
Bruh.
I couldn't think of Itachi's name for some reason. Um, it's at this point that Itachi's like, all right, I'm gonna undo the jutsu now. And he opens his eyelids because he had like snake eyelids on him, so he couldn't be Jigenjutsu'd.
Yeah.
Um, he's like, all right, Tsukuyomi, tell me how to undo this. And then he does. Uh, And then he's like, yeah, and he like, as he's saying goodbye, he's like, Sasuke, I've always loved you. He tells him the full truth of the backstory, his
Yeah.
backstory, um, which is nice.
Yeah, we basically
Gotta
just got
finally
to
learn about
learn. Yeah,
Shisui.
Shisui Itachi did not kill Shisui, which again marks the question of how Mangekyo works. At this point,
Mm,
we don't fucking know. Somebody has to die, somebody important to you, I guess, but you don't necessarily have to kill them. Because
yeah, you don't have
Sasuke
to
didn't
kill
kill
him.
Because Itachi didn't kill Shisui. Shisui did commit suicide,
Yep.
which was a mystery that was sort of people like. I guess like it's funny because those fucking ninja fucking grilled Itachi about it. But
Mm-hmm.
it turns out motherfucking Shisui did actually just kill himself.
Yeah. They're like, man, we haven't seen where they found like Shisui's body in the river or something like that.
Yeah, and they're like, he
I
would
don't
never
remember.
fucking kill himself. He cared about the village too much. Turned out he killed himself for the village, so.
Yeah. It's like, damn. Okay. Um.
But yeah, but then yeah, he says goodbye and he undoes the thing. Yeah, let's talk about Kabuto's backstory real quick. We don't have
Okay.
to go too much into detail, but um, man was an orphan. It essentially rewrites. So he didn't actually. The original backstory for him was that he got found at a battle, and his father was a medical ninja, and that's why he was a medical ninja.
Hmm.
But that is just something that Orochimaru came up for his backstory.
Yeah.
His actual backstory was he was an orphan at a village, and then Danzo did some fuck shit. You know how Danzo do,
Yeah.
where
Uh,
his foster mother at the orphanage was like a black ops, and then Danzo was like, "Go kill this dude." Turns out Danzo sent him to go kill Kabuto, and Kabuto was sent to go kill his mother, but his mom didn't recognize him, and then Kabuto was like, "Who the
oh,
fuck am I?"
oh yeah, bro, that was fucked up.
That was
They were like kept separate from each other, kept sending on like separate missions. But they both knew too much, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna have them kill each other. Um, and so he decides to, he sends them on a mission to kill each other. But all these years um
his mom,
he had fed his mom lies about,
like what he looked like how
yeah,
he
what
was
he looked like.
growing. And then so
And
with
like
Kabuto, when they fight each other and Kabuto defeats her, she doesn't even recognize who he is, and that just, bro, I can't imagine. Like,
what the
God, that
fuck is wrong with you,
yeah,
Donzo?
yo, when you think Donzo can't, do you think Donzo's gone and he can't reach new lows? He reaches new lows, bro. This was so fucked up.
It's like, what is wrong with you?
I was genuinely very fucking upset that this happened to Kabuto. Like, I didn't even like Kabuto. Like, I like Kabuto part one. He's pretty funny.
Hmm.
The fact that he's a good guy and then he turns into a bad guy, I think is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, man, I just now I actually care about him immensely. Like, just for the like, man, he got that's so like I can't imagine like, damn.
Yeah, bro. I feel like Donzo creates half the villains.
Yeah, for real,
Half the villains in Naruto, bro.
he's like,
I
I'm gonna
swear.
protect the hidden leaf, bro. It's your fucking fault. The hidden leaf is falling apart right now, bro.
Like, actually, bro. Like, Sasuke, that's all your
It's
fault.
all your
I-
fault.
Itachi, all your fault. Like, I don't know, dude.
Kabuto, dude, all your fucking fault,
I,
man.
I wouldn't be surprised if Orochimaru
You
was
know
half of
what?
Donzo's fault too.
Orochimaru is a good father to Kabuto in comparison, bro.
Like, actually, Orochimaru is a vibe of a father in comparison, dude.
God
Like,
damn.
goddamn.
I do like, there's a bit of hopefulness for Kabuto. He's still trapped in the fucking, he's gonna be trapped in that shit for a while. But,
Mm-hmm.
but we do see that Kabuto's foster brother is still alive and currently fighting
Mm-hmm.
in the war. And he's still waiting for Kabuto to return home.
Yeah.
So that was nice. That was a nice little note to end off
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for Kabuto's story.
Yeah, it shows that somebody still cares about them, man.
Yeah. So you know that's cool. Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, and then Itachi undoes the Edo Tensei and everybody disappears, except except
Oh yeah, yeah, all the Edo Tenseis, right? So everywhere around the map, which he draws a map of where all the Edo Tenseis are, but it makes no goddamn geographical sense. I felt I'd bring up here
Yeah.
is there's beams of light like going up into the air, going back to heaven,
Yeah.
wherever they were.
Wherever the fuck you're
Um,
going.
and it's like I was looking at these like maps, and I'm like, where the fuck are half of these things? It's like none of them are anywhere close to where they where they say they are on the map. But whatever.
Yeah. And then well, first Don saves Tsunade's life essentially, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has a fucking kind of cool jutsu that was just kind of dropped on him right at the end here, where he can just turn
Yeah,
people into ghosts.
I think that's like a jutsu that everybody can use. I think they say
Yeah.
they usually use it to like possess somebody and then commit suicide. It's like, damn, that's also kind of busted.
Yeah, and then Dan is like, you know what, Tsunade, you're living my dream. You're doing the thing. And then he kisses her and she comes back to life. And then Madara's like, damn, it's getting undone.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I'm kind of my soul's leaving my body. How about no?
No, how about not?
Yeah, how about I keep that?
I don't even remember this panel that I saved this from, but I just have a panel of him going so sad.
That's funny. Um,
Yeah, no, so okay, so Madara just goes, Yeetus burritos, I'm not the Edo Tensei will not get undone for me is, and then I get to keep my immortality. I get to keep infinite chakra, but I am no longer under mind control. I'm under full.
yeah,
Bro, who the
we're like,
fuck?
there's just one risk to that jutsu. So long as one knows the science to weave, a reanimated dead person can actually rescind the Edo Tensei summoning contract from their end, and then you end up with the biggest trouble of them all, for you've got an immortal body and infinite chakra on the move without any ability to control or restrain it. Like,
God,
what the
what the
fuck
fuck?
kind of jutsu is that? Why do you
I
get
don't.
infinite chakra?
I I don't know.
So busted, dude. And so now we've got Madara, infinite chakra, and he's free will. He's got his own free will now. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with his body. Oh my
Yeah.
god. And I guess it actually happens before this, but at this point, Madara whips out. He's like,
The
"All right,
perfect
time to finish you
Susanoo.
boys. Time to finish you guys off with the perfect Susanoo." He's like, but it's actually fortunate for you guys. Um, it's just me, so the maps will only need to be redrawn a little. And then he swipes with the Susanoo, the sword of the Susanoo, and just cuts like mountains in half, literal mountains in half.
Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous, dude.
It's like, what the fuck?
Absolutely insane. And then we cut away and sort of.
Yeah, no, then he goes to body them, and then that's when the release happens. Um, he's like the Mizukage is like, Lord Tsuchikage, it's unfortunate, but I think this is the end. And the Raikage is like, shut the fuck up. This man's like has the sword like swinging over, like he's like has the sword above his head, about to swing down on the Okage. Uh, and then the other Tensei gets undone, but then Madara's like, no. And he's like, actually, I'm kind of bored fighting you guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dip.
and he does. And then we gotta go back. We gotta back in time real quick to Naruto
Yep.
meeting up with Toby. Because it
Yep.
cuts to this a few times, but we just might as well just carry this
Cover this
out
all
to
in
the
one.
end.
Yeah.
So Toby, he fights Toby. Toby, he's like, "Fuck you," and pulls out all the Chinchurikis.
Yeah. He just happened to, or he like negotiated with Kabuto to resurrect all of the Jinchuriki,
Well, you put
like
all
a,
the
a bunch a
Chinchurikis
bunch of
in there.
previous Jinchuriki
Yeah.
holders. Um, Yeah, and then he puts the Biju in the Jinchuriki, which is like, damn, it's
And
kind of
then
busted.
B sexually harasses the Two Tails for no reason.
That he does. This man is kind of
It's kind of down bad.
kind of out of pocket.
Kind of out of pocket. Later, he also goes, "It's like your dreams." Fucking, you know how you want to touch breasts, and I was like, "What did you just rap about?" The Eight Tails was like, "What did you? Are you sure you
It's
wanted
like,
to admit that?"
yeah. Are you sure that's your inspirational words that you want to say? So funny.
But yeah, okay, so let's see. I have this panel say where he rips the Two Tails
It's like,
shirt
yeah,
apart,
and
and then he goes,
he's like,
Do you have the panel?"
yeah, no, I have the panel.
Like,
He's like looking at her. He's looking at her breasts. He's like, B thinks, let's see what she's got. Can't pay attention to whether she's hot or not.
she's like,
And they tells us like, yo, this battle is going to determine the future of the world, and you're focusing on what again? And then Naruto also like sees because he sees that
he sees the rod
the
because
rod,
they
yeah.
all have Renegon and Sharingan. We forgot to mention because yeah, they weren't busted enough just being
Yeah, they weren't.
Chichiriki.
Yeah, no, they've got Rinnegan and Sharingan now, and Toby's controlling them all pain style, which like, oh, oh baby.
Yeah, and then they have a bit of back and forth. We meet Son Goku.
We do. Um, yeah, because the Four Tails they eventually all turn into their
Into the
Biju
tail forms,
forms.
yeah.
Yeah, into their tail forms. Um, and the Four Tails swallows Naruto, and then that's when he has like a
I talk with
inner
him,
yeah, talk with the
and he's like, "My name is Son Goku." Hey,
yeah, it's like
hey, it's me, Goku.
yeah, it's like you humans never remember our names. We have names, you know. Like mine is Son Goku. My like
He
you
has
can
a
call me
full
Son.
title.
Oh
He
yeah,
has
no,
he has like a
he
two text bubble long title.
yeah, this man monologues about himself. He's a little full of himself. Um, he's like my name is Son Goku.
His Shinchuriki is Hiroshi.
Yeah, that's so funny.
uh, yeah, and then Kakashi and Guy show up as well, which is hype.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, no, because they gotta they need Naruto needs some help because Naruto, Naruto's good, but he's not that good.
Mm.
Um,
He's like, you need to learn their names. And then Naruto has a talk with Ninetale, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go after that hate inside you too. He said that a while ago, but the
mhm.
Ninetales is remembering it now. And then Naruto's like, sheesh, I gotta fight. And then he has a talk with Ninetales. He's like, Ninetales, bruh, you know you my homie for life.
Yeah, being a Jinchuriki ain't too bad. Um,
And he's like, come out here, Kurama. And then now they're homies.
yeah, he's like, I think it's like he's like I don't wanna I don't wanna deal with Madara. I like you more than Madara, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna just pull me out of here and I'll help you. I mean, yeah, he's also like remembering Naruto. He's like,
Yeah, he's also remembering his past Jinchurikis.
hmm
Where, Madara was just like, now obey. Hashirama was like, I gotta seal you away. Kushina and Kushina's mom were like, we're just gonna fucking keep you in check, bruh. And
yeah,
then so he has a moment where he's like, Naruto's the only one who's ever been nice to me.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of a vibe.
It's a vibe that turns into a fucking amazing vibe. The fucking
Oh my
true
god.
Ninetales cloak.
Yeah, the true like merge, which like this is kind of busted because like every other not like tailed beast when they go like fusion mode they don't get this cool shit. They just turn into like the regular Biju.
Yeah, why
But
does he
then
get a cool ass cloak?
yeah, Naruto gets like a whole ass like spirit mech
Yellows
to
and
spirit Kurama to
spirit
pilot around. No,
Kurama.
it's
What
like
the?
bro. Oh, it's awesome,
It's awesome. And then just
but
Biju
completely
bombs,
unfair
bro.
in Naruto's favor.
I just have panels of Biju bombs absolutely destroying the landscape.
Oh yeah, no, those are some of the coolest panels.
And
Because,
I've been missing. Okay, I've been missing kaiju battles since part one. Not gonna
mm-hmm.
hold you.
But yeah, no, we haven't had any since part one.
Yeah,
Like the last one we
exactly.
had was like the three
The three
Sani.
Sani fight, and that fight was sick. And so now seeing all these Ninetales fight in like
All
tail
the
beast
BG,
form,
bro.
the
Oh, it's so cool.
it's so cool, dude.
Yeah, so Naruto, all the BG would go like shoot some BG bombs at him. Naruto deflects all that shit, bro, and then just like rip to those areas that got like hit with those stray BG
Oh nah,
bombs.
they're gone, bro. If any
'Cause they're
person
just
was there, they're dead as fuck.
they're just a fucking crater like a mountain in width. It's just it's ridiculous. But no, yeah, Naruto gets this cool ass like cloak and shit in his on his regular form, and it's like there's this cool designs, and it's like this man's buffed to hell. Like he's 1v1, he's 1v7ing these the rest
Yeah,
of the B2, bro.
and
Like,
then
it's not even a challenge.
we get some more Kurama flashbacks. We get to see the backside of the Sage of Six Paths.
You do.
And then we get to see the baby Chichu. They're all so cute. I just wanted to say that.
That-
Like, if I had
that
a
baby
plushie of all the baby Chichu, all the baby tail beasts, bro.
Honestly, they're so cute.
uh,
Um, and then is it at this point that he hits like the lower conscious of him?
yeah, yeah. This is where he
He
meets
goes
all
to
the rest of the.
he goes to pull out all the rods. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
And then and then he kind of goes into the deeper
deeper
conscious
subconscious.
of the Biju, which I'm like
Yeah.
interesting.
And then yeah, he meets the other Jinchuriki and they have a talk, and then the other Biju are like with Kurama and they're like, doesn't he remind you of the Sage of Six Paths? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he claps them all. Um, and then Madara's like, am I perspiring?
Yeah, Toby. He's like,
Oh yeah, we'll see.
oh my
We'll
god.
see.
Yeah, where is it? I
That
got the
expression.
panel.
Am I perspiring? No,
Yeah,
it's
because
just the rain.
there's some like moisture dripping off his arm, and he's like, "Am I perspiring?" No, it's just the rain.
These fools
These
could
fools
never make me
make me
perspire.
perspire. What a line! These fools could never make me sweat.
And then
Oh my
I
god.
took a screenshot of this page before Toby does his thing in a second. Um,
Mm-hmm.
where Choji's like, people think Naruto's dumb and I'm fat, but outer appearances deceive. Skinny Choji is coming to save smart Naruto.
Oh yeah, Ichi. Uh, they
Oh
figure out
right, yeah,
that
Inoichi.
that
Hmm.
yeah that
Then
Naruto, Kakashi, Guy,
B.
and B are fighting all these dudes alone, because Naruto runs out of chakra. Out of like he can only make the Ninetales mode last for a certain
Yeah,
amount of time, for like 5 minutes at the moment, because it's imperfect.
yeah,
And so he's out of chakra for the moment. Um, so they're kind of on the back foot here because they got the whole they're fighting the whole Biju, but nothing's going on. And so Ichi just calls the whole Shinobi Alliance and is like, all right, I'll give you. Or he's like, he has to call all of them, but he's like, I can only do that. He's like, he's gonna die if he does that.
he's
But then
like, I could do it in like
give
10
me 10
seconds.
seconds.
It took him 20 seconds because
It took him 20 seconds. This man nearly died.
yeah, but he inspired them all.
Yeah, he's like, go and help Naruto. Listen to me now.
Skinny Choji's coming to save smart Naruto.
Yeah. So
Hinata's
everybody's
like,
on there.
Naruto, you protected me again in this war from the Zetsu clone.
I'm not gonna run anymore. I've been
Yeah,
running for you this whole time. I'm gonna stand side by your
yeah,
side.
by your side. And then Toby's like, all right, it's time to pull out the 10 tails. And they're like, bro, how you gonna do that if you don't even have Mirror B yet? And he's like, and then B's like, the Eight-Tails is like, wait, I think he took some of my octopus limbs.
uh, yeah, we give him a whole octopus tentacle worth of eight tails chakra.
and, and then Guy and Kakashi are like, oh shit, he got the Geening the Keenan Geen brothers.
Oh shit,
they
he's
got
got nine tails
they got the
chakra.
plot Nine-Tails chakra.
Nine tails chakra. Oh boy, what a what a shocker.
So Toby's about to pull it out, and they're like, we can't let him do that. And then Kakashi chips his mask by throwing a Kamui Shuriken at him.
Yeah, he tries to like Kamui the shuriken behind him. And Naruto's trying to punch his ass at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Kakashi theorizes, man, big brain. He's like, wait, it wasn't Naruto's punch that hurt him at all. That made the impact at all. It was actually the shuriken that I
Yeah.
put in the pocket dimension, and it happened to be right where Naruto was punching through him, where he was phasing through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they theorize it's like when he doesn't actually phase through things, he just like when you try to touch him, he teleports the part of his body that gets touched to the pocket dimension,
Yeah, and
to
just
a pocket
leaves the
dimension.
visual of him there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, it has to be linked to the same place where my Kamui is linked. And they're like, how is that possible? And then he's like, hey, where'd you get that eye?
Where'd you get that eye?
And then Toby was like, oh, the same place you got yours at that bridge fucking 20 years ago or whatever. And then Kakashi was like, could you be? And he's like, it does not matter. It do not matter. And then he's like, all right,
yeah,
fine.
don't worry about it.
And he Kamui's a Rasengan and hits his fucking sleeve off.
Yeah,
Which
like
makes Toby drip a little harder, not gonna lie to you, with that one sleeve ripped off.
true. That sleeve looks sick as hell. Yeah, and that's when they fully figure out that the how to hit his ass.
Yeah, and then so they finally succeed in breaking his mask using Kakashi's theory. And it's none other than, drumroll please, the ramen guy.
The ramen.
The ramen guy. This whole time.
This whole time, it's actually just been ramen guy.
Ramen
The
guy.
eternal Tsukiyomi. He plans to make everybody eat ramen for
He's
eternity,
been
bro.
right in front of us the entire time,
Yeah,
and he's like,
bro. Yeah, what a better world to have no war than everybody just eating ramen eternally in their sleep, bro. Like
he's like, Naruto, you should have given those guys your autograph.
you should have given them your autograph. You should have tipped me
You
higher,
should have said,
Naruto.
you never said thanks, Naruto.
Nah, it's Obito.
Hold on. Hold on, did we just get trapped in a Genjutsu? Anyways, it's Obito Uchiha.
It's just Obito.
You know, would have been
Fuck this guy.
a sick ass reveal
Mm.
if it wasn't for the fact that I already knew about it since the entire series, since we started this fucking series. And
Yeah.
secondly, the fucking Naruto community does not want to keep it a secret anymore, I guess.
It is literally impossible to not to like watch a video about Toby with Toby in it and have them not call him Obito. It's like at first I was like, damn, that's kind of it can't be that hard to separate the two, but I actually almost slipped up multiple times during this video. I might have even slipped up during this video.
I don't think you did. I definitely slipped up in our series. Calling him Obito a few times.
Yeah, man. I didn't hear you use any specific times, but I already do.
No, I mean there was one time I think before you knew where I slipped up, but this was way this was first arc.
Oh, okay. This is like before Toby.
Yeah. This was like first Shippuden arc.
Oh yeah, I do remember you saying something about something about Toby being like, I was like, who the hell is Toby? And I'm like, and you're like, oh, the name is an anagram, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
I took note of that. I'm like, Wonder what that is.
But either way, and then you find out anyways afterwards because of fucking
Oh yeah, literally
YouTube
like right afterwards.
clips. Obito funny moments. Like, come
Obito
on,
funny
it's not even
moments.
Obito in that moment. It's Toby, bro. Come on.
Yeah, they're like literally like the funny Toby is like a completely different personality.
Yeah.
Like it's that's Toby. I don't know.
Uh, it's cool though. I
But
mean, like it's a cool reveal. It gives
oh, it's a
weight.
good
It
reveal.
gives weight to a character that fucking had a chapter of development. Um, and then he's like, and then Kakashi's like, why? And he's like, it's because you let Rin die. Um, you failed to
Yeah.
say. I think I screenshotted that panel. Um, it's
Damn.
because it's because you let Rin die. And it makes sense with the Kamui, even though I was thinking like, okay, Obito isn't actually Uchiha, so and it's his Mangekyo,
Mm.
so that's probably why he's way fucking better at using it than
Oh, dude,
Kakashi is.
Obito's Mangekyo was absolutely busted. Like again, this man's literally been untouchable for most of the
Yeah.
series. Like only just now, like Minato and these guys are
Mm.
the only people that have touched this man.
Yeah.
Which
And
also just like how much of a beast
yeah, I
Minato
just
is,
think
bro.
about how strong Kakashi will be when he figures out how to do the same thing.
Oh my god, dude. Kakashi with it like Obito invulnerability, bro. Goddamn.
Oh my god. But yeah, and then so that's the reveal. Also, Orochimaru's back. We forgot to bring that up, but we could talk about that next time. Honestly, we don't know where that leads. He's just back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's this whole like side plot line with Suigetsu finding like some secret
Some
plans
secret
from
plan.
Orochimaru, and then
Anko finally gets used as a character, even though she has no lines. She just passed out on the ground
she
the
gets
entire time.
she gets used as a character, not as
Used.
she gets used, not as a character.
Yeah.
Uh,
She
but
her curse mark is what brings Orochimaru back, but he's just vibing. He's gonna help Sasuke with his plans or whatever. Don't know.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. That was like some cap right there. They used part of like Kabuto's flesh to resurrect Orochimaru out of the curse mark. He's like, I actually saved my DNA in that my chakra in that
And Anko's
those curse
curse
marks.
mark, yeah, the entire time I knew this was gonna happen.
Um, but the true ending of this arc is after right after the Obito reveal. They're like, he's like, nah, okay, I'm gonna fight your asses, and then it's like, then there's just a blast, and it's like, looks like you're having fun over there, Obito.
Obito,
And Madara fucking Uchiha
the,
shows up next to
bro, it's
Obito.
so cool. The panel is so cool when they're standing there. The
Cool.
two Madaras
The
standing
two
side by
Madaras
side,
side by side, both with a Rinnegan.
and a Sharingan. Like okay, busted, busted.
Busted. Uh, also the fact that Madara knows Obito and knows that he's pretending to be him. Like
Yeah,
okay,
interesting, right?
that's very interesting. Um, yeah.
Where do these connections lie?
And then I also earlier in the Naruto fight, I thought it was interesting that uh they mentioned like Naruto mentions like I'm gonna take down both of you Madaras, and then Toby's like both, and then he's like, and then he flashes back to that coffin that
Yeah.
Kabuto and that's who was in the coffin, that
Mm-hmm.
that coffin that they didn't want to
But
show.
if you know Obito's identity, you kind of already like we didn't talk about it in that video, but
Yeah, I
if you know who
I still
Toby
didn't know
is.
who was in the
Oh,
coffin,
you
but
didn't? I thought okay.
no.
I was joking with you like I thought you knew about it in the video.
No, I actually didn't. I actually had no clue.
Cause I was like, yeah, it's definitely Mato Uchiha in my brain, and
I'm like, I mean, what could shake that? I was like, what could shake that man so much?
so
I mean,
funny.
like, I had a theory that it was Madara, but I wasn't like solid on it.
Yeah. It's pretty funny
Mm.
though. But yeah, sheesh. Oh yeah, that means the Kages are probably dead. By the way, we
Oh,
don't know. We just saw their bodies folded.
yeah, and he's like, he's like, I kind of got bored, so I'm gonna head out, and then that's the last we saw of that fight. but now Madara's here without obstruction, without a scratch on this man. So
Yeah,
scary.
scary. But next time
Next
on the
time,
Two Boys, it's like Naruto's the Crusades arc, I guess.
the last 100 chapters of Naruto.
Yeah, the end of the Fourth Street Ninja War. Spoiler alert: Madara wins.
Madara wins.
Madara wins. It's actually called Madara Naruto. Boruto Madara Next Generation.
Madara Next Generations. Boruto is actually Madara's kid.
Yeah, Boruto Uchiha. If you didn't know, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got
Yeah, no, he just.
Renegon, and he's got Byakugan, and he's got all the Gons, whatever.
Mm.
uh, Shit would be really funny.
That'd be wild.
But next time, we're basically there. We're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is exciting news. It seems to me that Madara is going to be the final villain. But we'll see. But we'll see how that goes next time.
If I didn't know better, I would believe you.
Hopefully.
But oh well. I'm hyped to see this Obito Madara versus Naruto fight.
Yep. It's gonna
Just
be.
about to pop off.
It's gonna pop off, and the anime scenes are immaculate. So. So I am excited. Anyways, we'll catch y'all in the next one. See you guys later.
See ya.
Believe it.